Good morning, it's Monday the 19th of September 2016. Another month is rushing by, isn't it, boys and girls? My God, here it comes. Christmas is around the corner. Oh yes, the first Noel. I'd like to go this year. I think whether I will or not, I don't know. I'd like to go to a really big church or cathedral for a carol service. Oh yes, and I need to stand at the... It looks like there's a shadow... There's a shadow behind me today. Is it a shadow? Is this what's making that shadow? Oh, it's me, is it? Look, can you see the back of it's dimming? I am like an eclipse this morning, boys and girls. I am an eclipse. If you haven't seen an eclipse before, send over £200 and I will appear, boys and girls, at your house on a sunny day and perform a total eclipse for you. Turn around. Oh, I can't get round. Never mind. Turn around. Every now and then I feel a little bit something or other. You know that one, don't you? Is it Bonnie Tyler? Is it Bonnie Tyler? Oh dear. She didn't do very well at the Eurovision Song Contest, did she? But never mind, because next year we will win it. We will win it because we're winning things again, boys and girls. We are winning the normal Olympics. Okay, second. We were winning the Olympics. All right, well, we're second. But I think we're going to do very well at next year's Eurovision Song Contest. Which next year is being held in Kiev. Another news story sent in here to United Kingdom Talk by news story correspondent Mr. Johnny Key, boys and girls. Look at this. The Ukrainian city of Kiev. Some of you eat chicken Kievs, or as I like to call them, dead animal Kievs. You like those, don't you? A little bit of chicken with all that nice sauce on top. Are you a saucy person this morning? I bet you are. The Ukrainian city of Kiev will host the 2017 Eurovision Song Contest. It has been announced after a fortnight of delays. Why is there always... I'll tell you why there's delays. Because all these things involve committees. They involve committees. Have you ever belonged to a committee, I don't know, of a housing estate or a scout group or a church committee? Have you ever been to one of those? All they do is sit there and row. It's like being in the court... the jury system. Anyone done jury service? Have you? I've done that. And it's quite good. It's quite good. It involves a lot of sitting around doing nothing. But eventually you get in and you hear the crime being committed. Okay, and then you all go into a room and discuss whether that person you think has done the crime or not. And generally, most of you say, yes, he did it, send him down. Or most of you say, no, he didn't do it, don't send him away. And then there'd be one or two people who want to sit there and argue and moan and moan and moan. And I don't like moaning, as you know. You never ever hear me moan. Not on this programme. Not on this programme. You don't. Just a minute. I've got my tea here. Now, there's a reason I've got tea here. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you why I've got tea there. And you can't get out the door. And you want, just go in and tell him he's guilty. We want to go home, dear. It's not like you get, a free-course meal halfway through or anything to look forward to. No, you're just trying to send someone down. It's not hard. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Anyway, that's why. And it's the same in committees. They come up with an idea and then they sit there for days and days and days because they can't decide amongst themselves. And that is also similar to quiz nights. Just because you've got a big team at a quiz night doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the right answer because they just sit there discussing it over and over again. While everyone else is... Why isn't that working? While everyone else has written the answer down. Committees, not a good idea. Not a good idea. The venue was due to be announced on the 26th of August, but a press conference was cancelled at the last minute. This programme is never cancelled at the last minute, is it? No. This near-daily programme, which you'll notice has appeared earlier today. There's a reason for that. I'm coming to it in a minute. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. So much to tell you. Organisers said they were still discussing. You see, discussing. Organisers said they were all still discussing candidates, but fans speculated the Ukraine might pull out of the contest for financial reasons. It costs an awful lot of money to host the Eurovision Song Contest. It does. God knows what those presenters get, dear. We had 2 very good presenters this year, didn't we, from Sweden? They were very, very good. But top-notch presenters. Top-notch. They were really good. Really good. But how much are they being paid? I am willing to host the Eurovision Song Contest. I think that would go down very well next year. A British person hosting the song contest there in Europe, in front of all our European friends who love us so much, and we love them as well. Bonjour, comment ça va? Hola, hola, hola. I do all the languages, dear. I can do all the languages. Why are you ni? 12 points. I can do it. I think the Europeans would love next year to see a British man standing on that big stage at the Ukraine hosting the Eurovision Song Contest. I do think that. Eurovision said Kiev, the capital city, would prove a worthy host. Isn't that where all the radiation is from years ago? Didn't some power station blow up somewhere? And the place is surrounded in radiation. I'm very, very worried about that. Or wasn't it a few years... I mean, it's going to be cold, isn't it? Don't the Russians often cut off their gas? They'll all be freezing, those singers. No, they would be about to sing... Because it must be cold, I would imagine, in Ukraine around May. Is it cold there, then? Do you think? I mean, these singers will be on the stage, and they just freeze. They just freeze. And you'll think something's gone wrong with your television, but actually they're so cold in the Ukraine, in Kiev, they will just freeze as they're trying to perform. And then I, as the British host of a big European event, will have to cover for them. Come on and perhaps tell a couple of stories like I do here. I think that's a lovely idea. And I could invite all those wonderful European members as well. Mrs. Merkel. Hi, Mrs. Merkel. How are you, darling? I hope you're doing well. Are you all right, my love? I think we could sit her in the front row. She'd probably want to sit close to me, what with me being British. I think we have Jean-Luc Ugvogada, or whatever his name is. The skinny man with the really old face and the glasses. He can sit in the front. And the other one who always row with Nigel Farage, he can sit there as well. Don't know if Nigel's going to be there. Don't know. I think Theresa May should come. And of course, Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn, he can sit on the end and look miserable all day like he always does, dear. Bless his heart. We should invite all of them to next year's Eurovision Song Contest, the Eurovision Song Contest. And here is your host, Chris Ridden. Da, 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 da. And I could open with a song, perhaps. And you know what we'd have in the middle? What they have? No, not in the middle. After they've sung all the songs, and right at the very and before the scoring, they always have a musical number, boys and girls. A musical number. And I think after last year's, okay performance from Mr. Justin Trouser Snake, after having that, we could in between there. Instead of Justin Timberlake, we could have the great Barry Manilow to come on and do a couple of songs. My preference, I think, would be It's a Miracle, Miracle, or Stay. Baby, stay. Why don't you be with me tonight? Stay. Stay, stay. We can make love till the not you, but, maybe not with Mrs. Merkel. Just a moment, please. Blowing nose. Oh dear, it's flowing today though. So just the Eurovision Song Contest in Kiev next year. Chicken Kievs will be available at this venue at the time as well. Thank you. Oh, I meant to start off the show with a birthday for a little person. Now I like to do little people's birthdays, it's not so little actually, but young people birthdays right at the beginning of the show because I've got a feeling that they might have got bored by this point. So I will do it now. Happy birthday to Owen, who is 10 years old. Happy birthday, Owen. Son of... He doesn't know me, no, but I know his mum. I know his mum very well because she comes to karaoke nights. Oh, yes. Chris Reardon's karaoke night. She'll probably be there tonight, actually, Monday night. Incidentally, if you're not doing anything tonight, it's karaoke tonight at Central Station every Monday. Wharfdale Road in King's Cross starts at 8 p.m. and finishes at 11:30, boys and girls, okay? And Joan comes along to that. And 10 years ago today, she had an emergency C-section. And a baby was lifted out. I wonder, you know, when they're doing those cesarean... I like that word, cesarean. That's a good word, isn't it? Let's say it together after the tone. 1, 2, 3. Cesarean. And after that, child was dragged, kicking and screaming from the womb of Joan. There he was. Owen was born. Happy birthday, Owen. Okay? Happy birthday. Actually, Joan, so you had that emergency C-section. So congratulations today, 10 years old today. I actually, you know, you remember what we were talking about over the last few shows here on United Kingdom Talk, and me to you privately, John. You remember we were talking about my blockage problem. And I could see myself at some point having an emergency C-section myself to lift out the unwanted waste that has been gathering there for months and months and months here. I can see myself... Oh, what a mess that would make. I mean, which surgeon in their right mind would want to cut me open to remove... And how do you remove it anyway? By hand? Or is there some sort of suction thing? Oh, God. And then what do they do with it? Does it get put on plants like fertiliser? You know, like horse muck. Something like that. But, fortunately, the powder that the doctor gave me on Monday, Movicon, has now started functioning very well indeed. Oh, yes. Sometimes a little bit too well, unfortunately. Sometimes a bit too well, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. I'm happy today. I am clearing. I'm so pleased. Happy birthday, Owen. Well done, Joan. All right, my darling. A couple of messages pouring into the studios of United Kingdom Talk Boys and Girls. First of all, oh, blimey, that has printed out small today. I've noticed when I print out stuff from Facebook, like from your private message, look very good with the glasses on. From the private messages I do, they don't print out very large. Look at that. First of all, from Simon. Good morning, Simon. And Simon also does karaoke. We've got actually quite a few karaoke hosts watch this programme, as well as me doing it. And good morning, Simon. Simon writes, good God, what a day that was. A long day yesterday. Finished at 2:30 in the morning. Oh, that's too late, dear. 2 o'clock is my limit, dear. 2 o'clock is my... And limit of time, 4 hours. 4 hours, and I must finish by 2. You know, sometimes people ring, oh, could you come and do a karaoke? Well, I must start by 8 o'clock, and I must be out the door by 12. I'm sorry, we can't do late nights anymore. So he finished at 2:30 last night, or this morning, depending on how you want to look at it. Got home 10 minutes ago. How was your night last night? Oh, the one in Sydenham? A bit quiet, to be honest, which is a shame. Last week and the week before were very good. And then last night, very quiet. Very quiet. Although I did get a gift. Oh, have I put it up here? Oh, it's not here. Oh, it's not here. I got a gift yesterday. A gift. 2 of the lovely girls, Laura and Kelly Kim, bought me a gift because they've been to Disney recently, but I haven't got it up here. So I'll bring it up tomorrow. It's downstairs. I know where it is. It's in the kitchen. Hopefully the cat hasn't eaten it. You know, because she turned her nose up again at the breakfast this morning. Why do they do that? She turned her nose up at the breakfast. How was your night? So it was a bit quiet. I was trying to look at your live show, but the wall of the video won't load, so I can't watch it. Yeah, I've had that before. I did have a little quick check at it last night when I got in, though, and it was working for me, so it might be you. I don't know. These things don't always work, do they, computer things? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Hope it was a good day, Mr. Chop Chop. A few happy football Palace fans and us Stoke fans not so happy. But I don't get upset, as those footballers of Stoke won't be crying in there. £1,000 they spent on champagne with their laptop dancers, dear. Laptop dancers. Oh, please, what sort of places are you working in? God's sake. Laptop dancers licking it off their knees. Oh my God. Can I read this stuff out first thing in the morning? What sort of disgusting places are you working in? Laptop dancers? What, female ones? God's sake, man. Get a proper job. Dear me. Laptop. Actually, do you think perhaps I could come up there when those footballers are there, and would I pass as a laptop dancer? What do you think? And the other thing is, I'm not really. I do have occasional glass of champagne. Do you know? I think I could do that. That licking off the champagne off the footballer's knees. I think I could do that. Would I pass as a laptop dancer? That's the question, Simon. Do you think I would pass as a laptop dancer? Do you have to expose your belly as a laptop dancer? I think I would pass as that. You know, I could come on with one of the girls and start sitting on those footballers' knees and collecting. Do they go around with glasses so that the people can put money in there? I'm liking the idea of that. I really am. I think I might come up to Stoke and be a laptop dancer at Simon's karaoke nights. Yes. They're licking the champagne off their knees, but they don't care. Neither do I. You should put the bit about football fans on your show this morning. How silly, spending 60 quid to watch 22 players kick a bag of wind between two sticks for no reason. And for 50 million quid a week, ludicrous spend on us poor compares instead. Well, how much do you get for that? I bet you only get that 50 quid. But is it what? And watch it. I suppose it's worth it for you to watch these girls scantily clad, licking the champagne off the football. I want to apply for that job. Can you please ask the girls next time you see them if I could come, if I could come and be a champagne off the knee licker. I could do that job very well. Thank you, Simon. Good morning to Sarita, lovely Sarita, who says, I feel bad. I haven't caught your show in a long time, but I wanted to let you know that you are loved. Hope Katie the cat is doing okay. Thank you, Sarita. No, most people, when they find the show, they're there all the time. And then they disappear. They slowly disappear. I hate to say it, they become bored with me, Sarita. You may love me, but I'm sure you've become bored of me, haven't you, my darling? But that's okay. That's okay. Lots of people get bored with me eventually. Everyone gets bored. It is true, though, you know. People get bored, and then they pop back for a while, and then they disappear, and then they pop back, and then they disappear. You know, and some people disappear, and you never see them again. You never see them again. Never mind. All I ask is that you try and increase the viewers to this programme by simply sharing my little videos on your wall. All right, Sarita, love you too. Now, the reason there's tea here is because I'm trying to record the shows a bit earlier now. So, I got out of bed, made tea, and here I am recording at 20 to 10 in the morning. This is quite an early record. And the reason for that is, after I've recorded, it then takes about another half hour to 45 minutes to get it to you, right? So if you're one of the very early people watching this, you're probably watching this. You won't be seeing this probably much before about 10:30, because that's how long it takes. Now, for that to happen, I've got to be here to do it. So it's kind of eating into the day a little bit. So I've decided now, I'll get up, make tea, come straight up and have a little bit of a chin wag with you. Rather than have tea, have breakfast, then come up and do it. By then it's like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then it starts eating into the day a little bit. So that's why you're seeing us a bit earlier, and that's why the cup of tea is here, boys and girls. All right? I've had a little bit of good news this morning, and then we'll do the birthdays. And the good news is my new car should be with me on Friday. How exciting is that? Oh, yes. My new car here on Friday. I'm so excited. So I've got to go down Wednesday and sign all the bits of paper and all that, and meet up with the lovely Matt, who is the salesman. My God, girls, your tongue would be hanging out. You've got to go and see Matt. If you ever go and buy a new Toyota, girls, go down to Gemka Toyota in Bracknell, okay? And you'll see Matt, and he does gym. and he's not old, about 20, 28, 29, and it's like this. No, he's not muscly. He's a nice shape. Oh, and you'll be, yeah, sell me anything you want, Matt. Anything. Your tongues will be hanging out. So I've got to go and see Matt on Wednesday, sign the bits of paper, and hopefully I'll have it on Friday, which works out really well for me because I'm going on the holiday on Monday. So that kind of works out for me. So that's the good news. I have other good news, but I've kind of run out of time to do that today. So I shall tell you more on the next show, boys and girls. All right. Now, before we go, it's birthday time. Let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday to Paul Arthur William, who is 30 today. Happy birthday, Paul. Known him for years and years, just on the Facebook, really, and that, you know. Happy birthday to Nor Lee Ackless. Now, where are you? I'm not sure where you are. I think you are in foreign parts, but I'm not sure where. So it'd be nice to know where you are. Happy birthday, Norley. Norley, that's a good name, isn't it? Norley, we like that name. Happy birthday, Norley. Happy birthday this morning to, just a minute, how many profiles have you got, Paul Mellish? How many profiles have you got? Please delete me from 1, 2 of them. You've got 3 there. That's greedy, isn't it, dear? Aren't you greedy to have 3 profiles? I want you to delete me from 2 of them, dear. I can't cope with all these profiles people have got. Multiple profiles, dear. Happy birthday today to Rocky Harkiss. Let's have a look at Rocky. Are you a music type person? Yes, you are. It looks like you're studies drama and performance at the University of Portsmouth. Now, let me see, Rocky. Do I recognise you? I've seen you on it. Don't know if I've met you, Rocky. Yes, he's a music type person. We like music type people. Happy birthday, Rocky. I have music news. That's on the next show, though. The next show, boys and girls, the next show. Happy birthday today to Hugh Gibbons, 78. Oh, you're doing all right, aren't you? 78 years old. You do not look 78. Hugh, let's see. Yes, I recognise that little face. Oh, what a lovely. Oh, you've got the cross there. That's lovely, that is, Hugh. Hugh. Are you... Hugh. You didn't come down and do something at our church once, did you, Hugh? Please don't tell Father Danny I do these shows. God's sake. Because that will give the game. I know you, Hugh. Yes, you've done little speeches at the top of the church, haven't you, on a Sunday? Please... God, please don't tell Father Danny I do these shows. Oh no, he'll never speak to me again. It just gives the game away. Happy birthday, Hugh. He does some stuff within the church here in Bracknell. How did I become a friend of you? No, it doesn't matter anyway. Happy birthday today to Nicola Heath. Nicola Heath, who is one of our lovely bar staff. Hugh, you've got me there. She's one of the bar staff at Central Station, where we're doing the karaoke tonight. Happy birthday, Nicola. You lovely girl. Lovely, lovely person. I don't seem to be working with you much at the moment. Have they changed your times? Are you on daytime or something like that? And happy birthday today to Debi Burk Scott. Debi. I think you're a singer. Just a minute. Let me bring up your... I've got quite a good memory, haven't we? Let me just check Debi's photographs. I'm sure you're a singer. But yes, you are. Oh, look at that. Beautiful pictures of Debi. Just a moment, please. Profile pictures. I quite like... You've got some pictures on there, and they are like painted pictures of your picture, that's very cool. Is that something someone's done for you, or is that like a computer program where you kind of send someone a picture and it comes back as lots of other things and all that? Very, very clever. Happy birthday, Debi. Let's sing the song, boys and girls. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you lovely people. Happy birthday to you. All right? Have a wonderful day, boys and girls. I shall now go down and have my breakfast. Yes, it's all changed. We're having earlier shows now. Lots to tell you on the next show. I've run out of time. Have a lovely Monday. If you're not doing anything tonight, I'll be hosting karaoke this evening at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross, over in London. Starts at 8 o'clock, hopefully, if I get there on time. It's been a night. The traffic in London in the last week has been an absolute nightmare. It really has. With the worst one ever was on Friday. That was just horrendous. So hopefully I'll be there on time. Starts at 8 o'clock and finishes at 11:30. And also cheap drinks every Monday night from 8 o'clock. Apart from that, have a nice day. Thanks so much.